Please sit back, close your eyes, and let the world around you grow still. Feel your breath slow, in and out. Tonight, we wander back through time, not to noise and glory, but to a softer world, where the great Roman Empire drifts into its final evening. Imagine the empire at dusk. Cities still shine with marble, but their edges crumble. Once bustling roads now lie quiet, weeds pushing through the cracks between stones. The empire had ruled for centuries, stretching from misty Britannia to sunlit Africa, from the deserts of Arabia to the forests of Gaul. But now, its strength trembled like an aging lion's breath. Emperors changed faster than seasons. Generals fought each other more than the enemy. For the rich, life still glittered, at least for a while. In villas surrounded by gardens, noble families dined by lamplight on silver plates. The air was filled with the music of flutes and laughter echoing through marble halls. Silk from the east brushed against their skin. Gold bangles shimmered on their wrists. They read poetry, argued philosophy, and tried to pretend the world was not slipping away. But outside those marble walls, life was very different. The poor worked hard from dawn until dusk. Farmers bent their backs in the fields, hands rough and calloused. In the small villages of Gaul and Italy, people built homes from wood and clay, their roofs patched with straw. Still, there was a quiet strength in their simplicity. The poor had little, but they had the rhythm of the land, the turning of seasons, the joy of harvest, the smell of rain after dry months. When the empire trembled, it was the villagers, and farmers, who kept life going. While senators argued in faraway Rome, the peasants sowed wheat, milked goats, mended tools, and whispered prayers that the soldiers would not come that year demanding food or coin. Far to the north, in the fading capital of Ravenna, there lived a young princess, her name, Alea, Serena, Her father was a noble general, her mother descended from emperors. She was raised among silk curtains and carved fountains, yet she felt the weight of the empire's silence pressing in. From her window she watched soldiers drilling in the courtyard, their armor no longer polished, their banners faded. She could feel change in the air, the kind of change that cannot be stopped, only endured. When she turned 16, she was married to a foreign prince, Theodoric, a tall warrior with eyes like winter storms. His people were Goths, once called barbarians, but he was wise and proud. Their marriage was not born of love, but of survival, an alliance between old Rome and the rising world beyond its borders. On their wedding day, Ravenna was alive with color. Torches burned through the night. Bells rang from every tower. The princess wore a crown of gold leaves, and Theodoric's warriors stood guard in their fur-lined cloaks. Yet beneath the music and celebration, everyone knew this union marked the beginning of something new, and the quiet farewell of something ancient. Beyond the city's battles flickered like distant lightning. Rome no longer fought to expand, it fought to endure. Generals gathered their last loyal men to defend what remained of the empire. In the forests of Gaul, Roman soldiers, clashed with Frankish tribes, the air filled with the clash of iron and the shouts of dying men. Many of these battles were small, forgotten by history, but they shaped the new world. Villages burned, then rebuilt, borders shifted, kings rose and fell. Yet, through it all, there was bravery, quiet, desperate, and real. There was a young centurion named Marcus Varro, who fought not for glory, but for the families behind him, the farmers who tilled the soil, the children who slept in wooden cradles. He knew Rome's time was ending, but he stood his ground at the frontier until the dawn broke over the battlefield and the invaders retreated into the mist. Back in the heartlands, the rhythm of rural life continued like a soft heartbeat. Spring brought sowing, summer, long days of labor, autumn, the harvest, and winter, the quiet season of stories. At night, around smoky hearths, farmers told tales of old heroes, of Caesar's legions, of gods who once walked among men. Children listened wide-eyed, their faces glowing in the firelight. They did not know those legends were fading. They only knew the warmth of family and the scent of bread baking on the hearth. Through this uncertainty, a new light was rising. The light of Christian faith, once a persecuted belief, it had become the soul of Europe. Stone by stone, small churches appeared across the countryside. Inside, monks prayed by candlelight, their chants echoing softly through cold stone halls. In these sacred spaces, time seemed to stand still. They offered hope to weary hearts, a reminder that even as empires fall, faith can endure. Princess Serena herself would often kneel in the chapel of her palace, her fingers tracing the cool marble of the altar. She prayed not for power or wealth, but for peace, for the world to find its balance again. The turning of the age, and slowly it did. The old Roman world was fading, but something gentle and new was forming in its place. A world of smaller kingdoms, of lords and knights, of peasants and priests. The empire's vastness was shrinking into villages, its marble halls into wooden keeps, its laws into local oaths of loyalty. Yet in that shrinking came a strange kind of peace. People began to know their neighbors again. The farmer knew the knight who protected him. The knight knew the priest who blessed him, and all looked up to the same sky at night, lit by the same stars that once shone over Rome. The great tapestry had unraveled, but new hands were already weaving it anew. And somewhere, in a quiet monastery, a monk dipped his quill in ink and began to write, asterisk in the year of our Lord. Asterisk marking the first pages of the medieval world, a new rhythm of life. The marble cities of Rome were now hushed ruins where grass grew between the stones. From their shadows rose small wooden villages, clusters of cottages built around wells and tiny chapels. Chickens clucked in the yards. Smoke curled lazily from low chimneys. For most people, the world had become smaller. The map, that once stretched from the Atlantic to the Euphrates, was now a patchwork of small realms, each ruled by a local lord, each tied to the land by loyalty and survival. Farmers rose with the first light. They plowed the fields with oxen, their breath steaming in the morning chill. Children helped gather wood. Women baked coarse bread and mended linen by the hearth. When evening came, they told stories, not of emperors, but of saints, spirits, and hidden miracles. It was a life of hardship, but also of deep rhythm, a life woven to the turning of the seasons, to the rising and setting of the sun. The lords and their castles high above these villages stood stone fortresses, perched on hills or surrounded by moats. Inside, the lords and ladies lived lives of cautious comfort. Their halls were dimly lit by torches. The walls hung with tapestries to keep out the cold. Banquets were rare luxuries, long wooden tables filled with bread, cheese, roasted meat, and wine from the vineyards that still grew where Roman vines once thrived. But even within those thick walls, there was no true peace. Lords held power only as long as they could defend it. A weak ruler might lose his castle overnight. Knights pledged their swords not out of love, but out of duty and need. Yet in that fragile world, honor, was born. The code of the knight, the promise of courage, loyalty, and protection for the weak. Princess Alia Serena now queen beside her husband Theodoric, learned this truth well. Their marriage, once political, had grown into quiet companionship, a bond forged through trials and time. Their court in Ravenna became a strange and beautiful place, part Roman, part Gothic. Scholars read Latin verses beside armored warriors. Priests debated philosophy as foreign envoys from the north bowed before the throne. Serena loved the garden behind her palace, the last piece of the old Roman world, still alive. Every morning, she walked among olive trees, her silken gown brushing the dew, while birds sang in the warm light. She often paused to watch the workers repairing the city walls, their voices echoing with hope rather than despair. She had once feared the fall of Rome meant the end of civilization. Now she saw something different, a rebirth, not of marble and empire, but of faith and humanity. Far beyond Ravenna, in the misty fields of Gaul, the first knights began to emerge, men sworn to defend their lord, their land, and their god. One of them was Sir Aldrich of Loire. He had once been a farmer's son, tending goats on a rocky hillside, but when invaders came from the north, he took up a sword to defend his village. His bravery caught the eye of a local count, who made him a squire, and later, a knight. Sir Aldrich wore no golden armor, only chainmail patched by his own hands. Yet his courage became legend. He led small bands of riders to protect the weak, rescue travelers, and keep peace among scattered villages. At night, he would sit by the fire, remove his helm, and look at the stars, the same stars that once guided Roman soldiers across the empire. He wondered if the spirits of the past still watched over them all. In the countryside, the poor lived lives of humble beauty. They had little wealth, but much closeness. Families gathered around warm fires, sharing soup and bread after long days in the fields. Children played in the dust with wooden toys. Women wove cloth and sang old songs that spoke of love, of rain, of saints, and the harvest moon. On feast days, the whole village celebrated together. They hung flowers on the church doors, lit candles for the saints, and danced in circles under the stars. There was laughter even in poverty, because people had learned that joy comes not from gold, but from belonging. Amid this world of swords and soil, the church grew as the guiding lights. Monasteries stood like islands of calm, quiet places of prayer, learning, and mercy. Inside those stone walls, monks rose before dawn to sing in Latin tones that rolled like ocean waves through the corridors. They tilled their gardens, tended the sick, and copied ancient texts by hand. The wisdom of Greece and Rome preserved one fragile page at a time. The flickering candlelight of their scriptoria became the torch that carried knowledge through the darkness. Without them, the memory of the old world might have vanished completely. Queen Serena often visited the monasteries near Ravenna. There, among the chanting monks, she found peace. She funded schools, libraries, and churches, knowing that, though empires fall, faith and learning endure. Once, she wrote a letter to her husband. Greater than we cannot rebuild Rome's walls, but we can rebuild its soul. Her words became famous across her kingdom, a whisper of hope carried by travelers, merchants, and priests. Not every year was kind. There were famines, raids, and storms. In one terrible winter, snow fell for 40 days. Across the north, villages starved. Wolves prowled near the walls of castles. But the people endured. Knights shared their bread with peasants. Monks opened their doors to the hungry. And when spring finally came, bells rang from every steeple in gratitude. From hardship grew strength, from chaos, compassion. Decades passed. Children grew into farmers, farmers into elders. And somewhere, deep in the heart of Europe, a quiet Renaissance was beginning. Art returned, first in the carved crosses of monasteries, then in the stained glass of chapels, and finally in music, gentle hymns that drifted through cold mornings like sunlight breaking through mist. The world was changing again, but this time it was growing, not dying. Greater than. Remember, child, even when great things fall, life always finds its way. The empire was not lost, it became us, and so it was. Rome's strength, faith, and dreams lived on, not in one ruler, but in millions of hearts, across villages and valleys, castles and fields. The night of history was never truly dark, it was only quiet, and in that quiet, humanity learned to breathe again. Now, as the stars rise above this long journey, let your mind rest in that same peace. Feel the calm of distant fields, the warmth of candlelight, the gentle hum of life continuing. The story of Rome and the Middle Ages is not of endings, but of beginnings, just as every night carries within it the promise of a new dawn. So sleep now, dear. Dream of soft bells and starlit roads, of kings and farmers, of courage and kindness. The world turns, and tomorrow waits, brighter than before. Good night.